Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Tigard Barbers Post 158 Baseball. The Tigard Barbers are playing in the semifinal of the Baseballism Invitational at Ad Rutschman Stadium in the heart of Hillsboro, right next to Hare Field. Hare Field, one of the first turf football facilities built in the state of Oregon, home to high school football for Hillsboro and Glencoe. Ad Rutschman Stadium, home of the Hillsboro Spartans baseball squad. Ad Rutschman, the grandfather of number one pick a couple of years ago for the Baltimore Orioles. Adley Rutschman, starting catcher for Baltimore, just named to the American League All-Star team. Game being played in Seattle on Tuesday. Leading off for the Red Sox, number 11, center fielder Phil Curry. Tigard Barbers were longtime sponsors of the Post 6 baseball squad, representing Hillsboro, Century, and other Washington County high schools. However, Baseballism, a lifestyle baseball retail company, also involved with the Portland Diamond Project, has taken over sponsorship of Post 6 this season. First pitch from number 27, Luke Brooks, is missed. Base hit to the right side, though, slides under the diving effort from second baseman Gunnar Gustafson, and leadoff single for Phil Curry for the Red Sox. Winner of today's game will take on Mid-Valley Southpaws, who
third baseman, number 14, Diego Richards,
won in dramatic fashion 4-3 over the Columbia Gorge Hustle with a sacrifice fly to left field after a one-out, two-base error on a pop fly to right that put the go-ahead run at second in the bottom of the ninth. Now batting number 14, Diego Richards, third baseman for the Red Sox. Slight lead for Phil Curry at first. Luke Brooks, the right-hander, runner at first goes. Pitch is down, throw to second is high. Incredible leap just to keep the ball from getting into center field and allowing Curry to reach third, coming over from shortstop to make the high grab. Eric Altmark. Runner at second, nobody out after a leadoff single for Phil Curry. Richards, the hitter. 1-0 the count. Brooks takes his time to resettle after the steal from Curry. Pitch is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring you Banks High School Athletics and American Legion Baseball this summer. Jason Bond Remodeling, Jim's Market of Banks, Sarah Hesselman, Premier Property Group, Banks Post Newspaper, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, LaHaye's Custom Embroidery of Hillsboro. 1-2 the count on a pitch on the outside edge. Count shows 2-0. Brooks kicks and fires, strike called at the knees. Two and two the count. And time has been called as Luke Brooks is going to have a discussion with Eric Altmark to try to keep Phil Curry safe, or try to keep Phil Curry at second and not give the Red Sox an early lead to start the game. Red Sox navy blue shirts, short sleeve, with light blue Columbia blue numbers. Barbers in their road black uniforms. Pitch is chopped high off the plate. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes as it's foul up the third base line. Barbers wearing their black road uniforms, red numerals with white trim, gray pants with red pinstripe down the side, black hats with red bill, and the red Boston B on the left chest and on the center of the ball cap. Tyler Rebson, starting pitcher for Hillsboro, on deck with the runner at second. Pitch swung on and missed, strike three. And there's the first strikeout for Luke Brooks, and that's big, as with one out, it's going to keep Phil Curry at second. Now batting cleanup hitter number
2, Tyler Rebson.
Actually, the number 3 hitter, pitcher Tyler Rebson, defensively for the Barbers against starting pitcher number 27, Luke Brooks. Catcher number 18, Cameron Masters Doble. At first base, number 15, Griffin Scott. Second baseman Gunnar Gustafson. At shortstop, number 5, Eric Altmark. Pitches down and in, and it's going to get past Masters Doble without a throw, and now we will allow Curry to reach third easily. And now with one out, a fly ball to the outfield gives the Red Sox an early lead. Want to know the count to Tyler Rebson. At third base for the Barbers, Logan Robinson, and the outfield left to right, Ian Salbeda, Tristan Sieber, and J.D. Cannon. Slow roller back to the pitcher. They tag the runner trying to come home at the plate, Phil Curry, so they will prevent the run from scoring. And reaching at first on a sacrifice is Tyler Rebson with 2 outs. We're going to have a pinch runner, or a official term designated runner at first base, number 38.
For the Red Sox, number 38, Cam Smith.
Cam Smith. Was wondering the reason for the discussion between the skipper for Hillsboro and the home plate umpire.
For Red Sox, first baseman, number 21, Afton Milton.
Now cleanup hitter, number 21, Afton Milton at first base. Hillsboro with a ground ball to right to lead off, and then Phil Curry was called out for the second out of the inning on a chopper back to the pitcher on a 1-2 put out to prevent the first run of the game. Pitch from Brooks, chopped off the plate, foul into the net above the backstop behind home plate, 0-1. Also want to thank Main Street Pizza of Banks, Scoggins Creek Coffee, Specialty Screen Printing, GorgeNet, ISP, also known as Blue Mountain Networks, Swana Credit Union, in likeness of you, and Oregon National Guard. 0-1 the count to Afton Milton. Runner at first, throw to second on the pickoff move, nobody there, coming over late. Nice job to back it up, but miscommunication there, I think, between second baseman Gunnar Gustafson and Masters Doble on the pickoff move, as Gustafson got there way late after the throw. So the second steal in the inning for Hillsboro with Afton Milton at the plate, now runner in scoring position, but 2 outs. Brooks, 1-2 the count. One more pitch to get out of the top half. The delivery swung on and missed on a pitch well out of the strike zone into the other side of the batter's box. And the Red Sox get a hit, and that is it. Prevent a run from scoring on a ground ball back to the pitcher. No runs a hit. Nobody, actually 1 runner left. And after half an inning, it's Red Sox nothing, and the Tigard Barbers coming up to bat when we return after this from Jason Bond Remodeling.
Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back, bottom of the first inning. No score between the Tigard Barbers and the Hillsboro Wet Sox. Hillsboro got a leadoff single to start the game, but was easily out at the plate on a one-out ground ball back to the pitcher, leading off for the Barbers shortstop number 5, Eric Altmark. First pitch from starter Tyler Rubson is in there for a called strike, 0-1. One ball and 2 strikes, I believe, is the correct count to Eric Altmark, Barbers shortstop. Two balls and 2 strikes. No score, bottom of the first inning. Leadoff hitter for the Barbers, Eric Altmark, swings at a pitch driven to left and over to the line. That's going to drop for a base hit. Leadoff single for each team as Eric Altmark is safe at first. Now coming to the plate, number 15 first baseman Griffin Scott.
Line for the Barbers, number 15, Griffin Scott.
Griffin Scott facing starter Tyler Rubson for the Baseballism Wet Sox of Hillsboro. Pitches high. Having issues with the ball and strike counter in center field, so we apologize for the issue with the pitch count. Throw to first is close, but not in time. Hillsboro fans wanted it, and it was close, but Altmark dives back to the bag just in time. Runner starts to go, pitch is high on a bunt attempt from Griffin Scott. Runner at first, runner starts to go, pitches on the inside half for a strike to Griffin Scott. 2-1 the count. Throw to first, not in time. Pitch is swung and foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. 2-2. Strike three called, and there's the first strikeout for Mr. Rebsum. One out with a runner at first. And J.D. Cannon, right fielder for the Barbers, batting with one out.
Number 2, J.D. Cannon.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Throw back to first, not in time. And safe at second on a steal is Eric Altmark, runner at second with one out. Pitch is chopped off the plate. Foul off to the left side by J.D. Cannon. Rebsum.
Yep. Whoa.
And J.D. Cannon said something to the home plate umpire about checking his swing, and
Now back to the Barbers.
two outs now after the second strikeout of the inning from Tyler Rebson. Now batting Cameron Masters Doble, Barbers catcher, with two outs and a runner at second. Pitch is outside. Throw back to second is not in time. One and one the count to Masters Doble. Two outs, runner at second. The pitch is low and away. Gets away from catcher Andrew Probst for just a second. Correction, 2-0 the count to Cam Masters Doble again. A pretty big delay on balls and strikes at the scoreboard. Pitch is high, ball 3, and now starting pitcher Tyler Rebsum is just one pitch away from losing Cam Masters Doble. Pitch is inside for ball 4. Now the Barbers have runners at first and second with two outs, and Alex Ingalls, designated hitter, coming to the plate. And we're going to get a pinch runner, designated runner for the Barbers, number
24, Alex Ingalls.
9, Kellen Hicks.
And first running, number 9, Kellen Hicks.
Called as Ingalls puts his left foot just out of the batter's box, steps back in. Pitch is low for ball one. One zero pitch is swung on, lifted up to the sky. Second baseman adjusts and makes the catch. Shea Munoz Cooper for out number 3, and after one full inning, each team with a base hit, and the Barbers leave a runner stranded after one complete. No score between the Hillsboro Wet Sox and the Tigard Barbers. Will return in 1 minute.
Sorry about that. We'll keep on.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748. Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. And we're back top of the second inning, leading off for Hillsboro. The number 5 hitter, Jake Jones, starting shortstop. 1-1 pitch is fouled off the catcher's mask. Token throw. Apparently it landed in fair territory. It's going to be ruled an out on a throw to first. Sorry about that. We had a little technical issues with our audio. I believe we have that fixed now. No score by top of the second inning. Each team with a hit. The Hillsboro Wet Sox batting in the top of the second, leading or taking on the Tigard Barbers. Pitch from Luke Brooks is a called strike, 3-1 to Andrew Braditich with a 1 out in the top of the second. Pitch is grounded to second, throw to first is in time. 2 outs for the Wet Sox.
Now batting, your catcher, number 28, Andrew Rose.
I've had some Wi-Fi issues today. Ground ball on a couple of hops to short. Hurries the throw in time by, oh no, very close play.
I thought he had him by about half a step, and he would have if he had not kind of had a high hop get away from him. By the time he was able to barehand it and make the throw to first, he rushed it, got it there and cleanly, but it was just a hair late, and likely that will go as an infield base hit. For Andrew Probst, the starting catcher at second, with 2 outs for the Wet Sox. And we're going to get a balk on Luke Brooks. That will send pinch runner, or designated runner Drew Bastinelli to second. And high chopper over the pitcher's head, waiting for the ball to come down, clutches, throws to second, able to pull, and not in time to get the runner at the plate. First baseman Griffin Scott thought he had the third out at first. Umpire called him safe, delayed the throw to the plate as a result, and safe at first. Drew Bastinelli gives Hillsborough a 1-0 lead with 2 outs in the top of the second. Pitch from Luke Brooks, check swing, ruled a strike, 0-1. Dylan Ott, the bottom of the order right fielder for the Wet Sox, batting with 2 outs and a 1-0 lead. Throw to first, not in time. Throw to second is in time easily to get the runner from first. Shea Munoz Cooper is ruled out on a steal to end the top of the second, but the Wet Sox take a 1-0 lead. And after an inning and a half, it's now Hillsborough 1 and Tigard 0 when we return with the bottom of the second inning after this from LaHaye's Custom Embroidery of Hillsborough.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
And we're back, bottom of the second inning, leading it off with a drive all the way to the wall, rounding first. Ian Salbeda is going to be safe at second with a leadoff double. The tying run is aboard to lead off the home half of the second inning with number 4 Gunnar Gustafson, second baseman, coming to the plate. Second hit of the game for the Barbers, 3 hits for the Wet Sox. .325 to the corners, .345 to straightaway center field with the Lady Spartans softball field on the opposite side of the wall. And we're going to get a discussion from head coach Joe Duran coming out to talk with the home plate umpire about something. think we're going to get a designated runner at second base for Ian Sal. I heard Gunner's name mentioned. Gunner's at the plate, and the White Sox are going to take advantage of this to try to. Yeah, we are going to have a designated runner now come out at second base. Number 7, Hunter Robinson, will replace Ian Salbeda at second. One run, 3 hits for Hillsborough. No runs, 2 hits for the Tigard Barbers as we start the second inning. Runner at second, though, is Hunter Robinson, pitcher, designated runner for Ian Salbeda, who led off the inning a moment ago with a first pitch double all the way to the wall in center field. Now Gunner will step back into the batter's box and face Tyler Rebsam. Barbers hoping to tie the game at 1 with a base hit from Gunner, and now he steps out again. Takes some instruction from head coach Joe Duran at third. No. Coach Fritz is about halfway between the visitors' dugout actually being used by the designated home team, the Tigard Barbers, despite being much closer for the White Sox. Pitch is high. Repson looks at second. Pitch again is high and a little bit outside. May have been a pitch out. 2-0 the count. Again, if the Barbers win today, they will advance to the 6:30 game to take on the Mid-Valley Southpaws, who won on a sacrifice fly to left in the bottom of the ninth for a 4-3 victory. Pitch is down and inside, ball 3 to Gunnar Gustafson. Gus ends later tonight, started on Thursday. Great volunteer effort from the Hillsborough White Sox to man all. Ground ball back up the middle, over the bag at second, rounding third. They're going to hold up Robinson at third, and now runners at the corners, nobody out. Concessions, press box positions, and decent turnout. Still 1-0 runners at the corners. Nobody out in the bottom of the second, throw to first. Washington County Fair gets underway just in about 2 weeks. Not very far from here, just about maybe a mile, and it's going to hit Robinson, and now the bases are loaded. Nobody out. Coming to the plate, number 6, Tristan Sieber, center field, and now just about even a double play should tie the game with the bases loaded. And now Rebsam is going to have a discussion from Andy Ackerman, Glencoe head coach and manager for the Hillsborough White Sox.
Banks High School athletics will resume on Westside Mobile Media starting August 26th with Banks Lady Braves volleyball as they try to return to the 3A state volleyball playoffs. Had a 5-set loss, one match shy of the state tournament at Santiam Christian, located between Monmouth and Corvallis. Banks Braves football will start September 1st, Labor Day weekend, as they host Astoria, a team they beat easily last year, 28-0. And we're back to play. The pitch from Rebsam way outside, but swung on and missed by Sieber, 0-1. Pitch from Rebsam, swung on, line to first, and there's a double play, and it's going to keep the runners at second and third and prevent the run from scoring. We thought they would score even on a double play, but a line drive to first, snared by Afton Milton, keeps the runners at second and third and gets the runner that was already headed towards second on the delivery with the bat, and now 2 outs for the Barbers, and just a horrible play offensively for Hillsborough to prevent the Barbers from scoring. The pitch from Rebsam is going to get in the dirt. Nearly got through the legs of catcher Andrew Probst, but traps it between his feet to keep the runner at third. 1-0 the count to Eric Altmark. Shortstop pitches outside, 2-0. Again, first base is open, so a walk will not score a run. Pitch is swung on, driven to right, and it's foul. Straighten that out just a little bit over off the left side towards the Spartans field house near their bullpen area near the 325 left field corner. 2-1 the count to Sieber. Pitch from Rebsam, inside for ball 3. Pitch is high and inside, dropped a little bit as it came across the plate, but still misses up out of the strike zone. And again, the bases are loaded for the Barbers, and number 15, first baseman Griffin. No, we are going to get a new hitter in the game for the Barbers, number 21, Austin Wolf. Apparently coming in for Griffin Scott early. Not sure if there's an injury to Griffin or still 1-0 Wet Sox. A lengthy bottom of the second inning. 1 run, 3 hits for Hillsborough. No runs, 3 hits for the Barbers. 2 outs, bases loaded. Rebsam. Hillsborough also wearing white pants. Pitch is swung on and missed on a fastball. 0-1. Hillsborough also wearing white pants, navy blue hats with white socks and Columbia blue trim on the center of the ball cap. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Gets away from him. Throw to first is in time to get Austin Wolf. Nearly couldn't find it in time, but with the bases loaded, Barbers unable to capitalize. A couple of great opportunities to tie the game, and a line drive double play to the first baseman, and then a ground ball back to the pitcher, able to find it just in time to get the throw to first to end the inning. Barbers get a hit, no runs, no errors, and leave the bases loaded. We head to the top of the third. Still 1-0 Still 1-0 Hillsborough. We'll be back in 1 minute after this on Westside Mobile Media. This is Tigard Post 158, Barbers American Legion Baseball. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
And we're back, top of the third inning, still Hillsboro 1 and the Barbers nothing. Leading off the top of the third for Hillsboro, number 7, bottom of the order, right fielder Dylan Ott. And swings and gets a piece of it, 1 ball and 1 strike. First pitch missed low in the dirt as we come back from the break. The 1-1 from Luke Brooks, low and away on a sweeping fastball. 3 balls and no strikes. Apparently he did not get a piece of that second pitch, 3-0, and taken all the way on a pitch on the outer half, 3-1. Pitches up and out of the strike zone for ball 4, a leadoff walk to Dylan Ott to start the third inning for Hillsboro. Batting number 11, top of the order, Phil Curry, center fielder. Sidestep delivery from Brooks, misses outside, ball 1. Lazy throw from Masters Doble. Actually, correction, it's not Cam Masters Doble. Uniform says 28, but there's no 28 on the roster. Cam Masters Doble is listed as starting catcher, and his number 18 throw to first, not in time. Two and 1 the count, the pitch low and outside, ball 3. And Luke Brooks in danger of walking the first 2 hitters to start the third inning for Hillsboro. Three-one pitch, strike 2 taken to even the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 from Brooks, swung on and gets a piece of it straight back into the lower center of the net. Count remains full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Correction, I believe the count is 2-2. According to the signals from the home plate umpire. Runner at first goes, and now they're going to easily, they would have had him by half the distance of the bag between first and second, but communication issues between Brooks and the fielder covering the bag, and the throw was high,
And easily in at second on what should have been an easy pickoff is Dylan Ott. And now Hillsborough again with a runner in scoring position. Still nobody out in the top of the third, and Phil Curry, top of the order, hitting for Hillsborough. Pitch from Brooks, swung on and drifting towards the line. It's, a foul ball. Foul ball. And I believe Mason Wright, the first base coach, not in agreement with the call, not arguing it too much, but thought that was a fair ball. And I think Barber's right fielder just kind of expected that to drift foul and was going to let it go. And as he thought it was closer than he originally thought, tried to race over to make the catch, and it was late. It was very close. He touched the ball right near the line, but was unable to make the catch, and it's ruled a foul ball near the 325 marker in right field. Count is still 2-2 to Phil Curry. The pitch swung on and missed, strike three, and that's a big out again. A runner at second. Now the first out of the top of the third. Batting number 14, third baseman Diego Richards with a runner in scoring position. These two teams played a doubleheader back in late June. We were unable to broadcast that series of games. Tigard destroyed Hillsborough in the first game by 20 runs and lost in game 2, 6-5. So this game might not be as easy as you might expect after seeing that 20-run victory. Pitch is low. I believe that's the first pitch of the at-bat. 1-0 to Diego Richards. Pitch from Luke Brooks, swung on foul, tipped on a low fastball into the glove of Masters Doble. 1 ball and 1 strike, or 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh yeah, the first pitch was fouled off, ruled a foul ball on what could have been a base hit down the right field line. Pitch is a little bit high. The count, I believe, is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Correction, 2-2. Brooks taking a breather. Sets, puts the ball in his glove, kicks and fires. Check swing, misses outside. Now the count should be full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Check with the infield umpire, says no. Now the count is officially 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch from Brooks is bounced in front of the plate. Throw to second is not going to be in time, and now runners at first and second after back-to-back walks, or not back-to-back walks, but 2 walks in the inning, sandwiched over the top of a strikeout. Batting number 2, Tyler Rebsam, starting pitcher for the Wet Sox. Columbia Blue, if you're familiar with Seaside Seagulls, they have a light blue and Columbia Blue and Stanford red color scheme. That's the same color of light blue on the Hillsborough uniforms. First pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Rebsam, swung on and missed on a pitch out of the strike zone. 0-2 on what should have been the first ball of the at-bat. Still 1-0 Hillsborough in the top of the third inning. Each team with 3 hits. Brooks facing third, kicks and fires, swung on and missed. Strike three, Tyler Repsum goes down for out number 2. Runners at first and second, and Afton Milton, first baseman for the Barbers, coming to the plate. Barbers are going to get somebody warmed up over in the right field corner. Looks like Griffin Scott will be warming up for Tigard. Brooks, first pitch to Milton, swung on and missed. Actually, check with the infield umpire. I thought that was for sure a swing. Apparently, so did the infield umpire, but home plate umpire could not make the decision. 0-1 the count to Milton. Runners at first and second. Brooks looks at second. The pitch way outside, and may have been a pitch out. Throw to third is going to be hopped to the bag, and now both runners advance on the double steal. 1-1 the count to Milton. 2 outs, 1-0 Hillsboro. Top of the third inning, each team 3 hits. Barbers had the bases loaded twice last inning and were unable to score. A double play on a line drive to first, and then a ground ball back to the pitcher to end the inning. The pitch from Brooks is down and away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One, swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Brooks 1 pitch away from getting out of a bit of a jam after giving up 2 walks in the inning that are still on the base paths. One and 2 to Milton. The pitch is well outside and in the dirt. Crazy pitch from Luke Brooks all the way into the opposite side of the batter's box, but gloved by Masters Doble. 2-2 the count. Brooks kicks and delivers. Apparently it was ball 3, as there's the 3rd walk of the inning from Luke Brooks, and batting number 22, Jake Jones, shortstop.
Shortstop number 22, Jake Jones.
Bases loaded. Brooks trying to get out of the jam. 3 walks in the inning, shows bunt, pitch is high, ball 1. Shows bunt, takes strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Hillsboro shortstop. The 1-1 pitch, check swing is inside and bounce to the plate. 2-1. Number 22, Jake Jones. The pitch from Brooks, swung on, high chopper over the head of the pitcher. Oh, and he lost, couldn't barehand it, and a run's gonna score. It's 2-0 as charging on the play went over the head of the pitcher. Luke Brooks coming over from third to try to barehand it was Logan Robinson, and either Logan Robinson or Eric Altmark, and
Probably should go as an infield single, 2-0. Hillsborough now with 2 outs in the top of the third. And pitch is grounded to second. The throw to first in time, but Hillsborough picks up another run. And after 2.5 innings, it's now Hillsborough 2 and the Tigard Barbers nothing when we return with the bottom of the third inning. Run scored that inning, right? What? Run scored that inning, right? Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's a new premier fiber internet provider in Vernonia featuring friendly and helpful customer service. Sign up with Gorge Networks today for symmetrical speed fiber internet, 300 meg or 1 gig speeds with managed Wi-Fi included in the low monthly price. No contracts or price increases. Refer a friend and get a free month of service. Make the switch to Gorge Networks today. Call 541-436-0223. You can also email us at sales@gorge.net.
Do you or someone you know own a business? As a local business ourselves, we know how important daily operations are, which is why we offer small dollar business loans for equipment, building upgrades, machinery, and more. The credit union even provides employee benefits for business members. Learn more at wanafcu.org or ask to speak with a commercial team member today. Again, to learn more, visit wanafcu.org.
Bottom of the third inning, leading off for Hillsborough. Top of the order, number 2, J.D. Cannon, right fielder. Pitch is well outside to the left-handed hitter, ball 1. Gets all the way to the backstop. Pitch from Repson, the 2-0 is breaking ball down and in for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 from Rebson swung on, and that's going to get through the gap for a leadoff single to right for J.D. Cannon. Tying run comes to the plate. Cam Masters Doble, we believe.
Now batting for the Barbers, number 28, Cam Masters Doble.
You don't have a 28 on our lineup, do you?
No, I don't.
I think that's probably 18. Okay. Masters Doble takes a pitch inside. Repson looks at the runner at first. Throwback, not in time. Repson fires, check swing is ruled no swing. 2-0 to Cam Masters Doble. Number 28 is Jason Knopfsinger, who we just learned pitched yesterday. So apparently a Masters Doble is wearing Knopfsinger's jersey. Masters Doble normally number 18. And pitches down and in. Good pitch to Steele to run on, and safe at second. J.D. Cannon will get the Barbers out of the double play. Nobody out, and a runner in scoring position at second. J.D. Cannon, 2-1 the count to Cam Masters Doble, we assume the hitter. Pitch is swung on and missed on a breaking ball low in the zone and on the outer half of the plate. 2-2. Pitch is swung on, grounded to second. Throw to first is going to be the only play, and that will move the runner over to third. And Barbers with one out. Move J.D. Cannon over. That'll bring up number 24, Alex Ingalls, the designated hitter. And based on the roster and the lineup position, that proves even more that Cameron Masters Doble is wearing number 18 is wearing number 28 instead of 18 today. First pitch to Alex Ingalls, designated hitter, is up and away, ball one. Barbers out hitting the Wet Sox 4-3, but have been unable to score yet despite having the bases loaded twice last inning. The 1-0 down, bounce between the knees of catcher Andrew Probst, 2-0. And a truck parked on Grant is hit on the hood by that foul ball. Almost hit the windshield in a car passing by. Foul ball from Alex Ingalls. Pitch is bounced to the plate. 3-1 should be the count. Alex Ingalls, designated hitter for the Barbers at the plate in a 3-1 count. Pitch is downstairs for ball four. Runners at the corners. And number 22, Ian Salbeda, with a base hit earlier in the game and a chance to cut this Hillsboro lead in half with a base hit. Having a discussion with the home plate umpire. I think he's hitting in order, so I don't know what home plate umpire is looking at his lineup card. Oh, that's right. Ian Salbeda at the plate. First pitch swung on and lines it foul into the parking lot off the right field line. Ian Salbeda, the Barbers hitter. Pitch is down and in for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ian Salbeda was ran for after his first base hit. 1-1 pitch taken for strike two. Salbeda with a 1-2 count. Pitch is going to get through the gap. That's going to score the run from third. J.D. Cannon's going to score. It's 2-1 still, just one out. And runners at first and second after a RBI single from Ian Salbeda to make the score 2-1.
Nine for the Barbers, number 4, Gunnar Gustafson.
Batting for the Barbers, number 4, Gunnar Gustafson, after first run of the game for the Barbers. 1 run on 5 hits, 2 runs on 3 hits for the Wet Sox. 2-1 Gunnar Gustafson, the hitter. Pitch is bounced to the plate, and Probst keeps it in front of him as it rolls off towards the third base line. Runners will stay put. 1-0 the count to Gunnar Gustafson. And pitch gets past Probst. Both runners are going to advance, and that will take away the double play opportunity. And now an excellent chance for the Barbers to tie the game in the bottom of the third with one out. And runners at second and third. Gunnar Gustafson with a 2-ball count. Three and 0 the count to Gunnar Gustafson. From Repson, taken high for ball 4, and the bases are loaded with one out. And coming to the plate, number 8, Logan Robinson, third baseman. Is taken for strike one. Pitches bounce to the plate, ball to Logan Robinson. Pitch is swung on and missed. One ball and two strikes. One out, bases loaded. One error for the Barbers. Pitch from Repson, swung on and goes inside out on a pitch on the inner half, and that's going to bounce all the way across Grant Street and wind up in somebody's driveway. Still 1-2. The 1-2 from Repson just misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hillsboro fans and Repson wanted it. 2-2. The 2-2 to Gustafson, swung on, gets a piece of it into the concrete brick wall in front of the Barbers dugout. Barbers the home team officially, but using the road team dugout. Still the 1-2, pitches through the legs of Probst, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Correction, count is full, 3-2. The big play in this game, a walk ties the game. A base hit at least ties the game. A strike gives Hillsboro their second out of the inning, and a double play on a 1-2-3 grounder to the pitcher, to the plate to get one, back to first for the double play. So Hillsboro able to keep the lead despite the Barbers getting a run. They do get a run on 3 hits and unfortunately leave the bases loaded for the third time this game. We head to the top of the fourth. It's still Hillsboro 2 and the Tigard Barbers 1. We'll take a 1-minute break and return after this from In Likeness of You.
In Likeness of You offers caricatures, face painting, temporary tattoos, indoor and outdoor games, arcade games, and even costume hero birthday events. Since 2013, they've even held corporate events for some of the biggest companies in the world. For more information or to book your next party, go to inlikenessofyou.com, thebash.com, or call 503-858-0164. That's 503-858-0164. Westside Mobile Media is home to Westside's greatest hits. Great top 40 hits from the 70s to today with artists like the Bee Gees, Madonna, Billy Joel, Cyndi Lauper, Whitney Houston, Elton John, NSYNC, Jennifer Lopez, Imagine Dragons, Adele, and more. Local news, sports, and weather updates for Portland's Westside and live broadcasts of Banks High School athletics. Check us out at westsidesgreatesthits.com for advertising opportunities. Email westsidemobilemedia@gmail.com or call 971-330-8122. Top of the fourth inning, Tigard trailing 2-1. Hillsboro batting with a one-run lead despite being out hit 5-3. Pitch is well outside and gets all the way to the backstop against Andrew Probst. 7, 8, 9 hitters for Hillsboro to start the fourth. Pitch is taken all the way for strike, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is chopped high off the plate, off to the right side. 1-2. Pitch is low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called to Andrew Probst, out number 1 for Hillsboro in the top of the fourth.
Now batting for the Baseballs and White Sox, second baseman number 24, Shea Munoz Cooper.
Batting number 29, Shea Munoz Cooper, second baseman for the White Sox. First pitch from Brooks, swung on and missed. 0-1. Left-handed hitter. Pitch is outside that time, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, 1-2 the count. Shea Munoz lets that pitch go by him. Pitch is strike 3 called. Second strikeout of the inning for Luke Brooks. 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Batting bottom of the order, Dylan Ott, right fielder.
Now batting for your White Sox, right fielder number 7, Dylan Ott.
Pitch from Brooks is taken for strike 1. Luke Brooks is in a groove here in the fourth inning, struck out the first 2 batters. Has only given up 3 hits, but 2 runs, and Barbers trailing 2-1. That pitch got away from him into the far side of the batter's box. 1 ball and either 1 ball and 1 strike or 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is inside for ball 2. 2-1 is the count. 2-1 pitch, grounded to short. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. And Hillsboro, for the first time today, goes in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 strikeouts recorded in the inning from starter Luke Brooks. And after 3.5, it's still Hillsboro 2 and the Tigard Barbers 1. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back after this from Oregon Army National Guard.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1 Hillsboro, leading off for the Barbers. Center fielder, the 8-hitter, Tristan Sieber, number 6. Showing bunt up the left field line, and no play. The pitcher, Rebsam, tried to barehand it, and coming over late to bump him away from the play, Afton Milton, and Rebsam and Milton having words. And now that they're going to try to get, nobody's covering second, and nobody's covering third either, and safe at third on a leadoff bunt. They're going to rule Tristan Sieber back to first. Really not sure what happened. Sieber, with a perfect bunt up the right field line, went about 8 feet. Both the pitcher and the first baseman came charging in, and by the time they both got to the ball, they both bumped each other off the play, and that allowed Sieber to reach first. Nobody was covering second. He rounded first, full speed, headed towards second, and was on his way to third, and then was sent back to first by the home plate umpires. No, almost like if it was an overthrow that went over the fence on a out of play type situation. First pitch to bottom of the order, or correction, top of the order, number 5, Eric Altmark, shortstop, is I think taken for strike 1. So 1 run, 6 hits for the Barbers, but still trailing 2-1. Throw to first. Eric Altmark, the hitter, runner at first after a bunt single up the right field line. And pitches bounce to the plate. That's going to get all the way over towards the Barbers dugout. Probst will have no play, rounding second, taking a look at third. And Sieber is easily at second, nobody out, and the tying run in scoring position. I think what happened on that Tristan Sieber play on the bunt up the right field line is the whole infield had come in to discuss the play with the infield umpire, and Tristan Sieber was just going full speed. And pitches going to skip past Probst, and 2 wild pitches this at bat has allowed Tristan Sieber to reach third. And now Barbers with a great position to tie the game at 2. Despite Altmark not moving the bat off his shoulders. 2-1 the count. Now the Hillsboro infield is going to play on the infield edge of the grass. And ground ball to first, and runners are going to stay put. That's going to be an easy ground ball out. 3 unassisted as Eric Altmark grounds out. 1 out, batting number 21, Austin Wolf, who came into bat last inning. First pitch is fouled off. It's going to get to over the gate to the bullpen, or gate to the dugout off the first base side, 0-1. Pitch is driven to right center and over the head of the left fielder. The game is going to be tied. And with a 1-out double, rounding second, he may be in with 3. He's going to be out at, he's safe at third. Austin Wolf on a controversial play is ruled safe. Got apparently in behind the slide. Throw looked like it was there, but Austin Wolf with a 1-out triple has tied the game at 2. 2 runs, 7 hits for the Barbers. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Wet Sox here in the bottom of the 4th. Batting J.D. Cannon with a chance to give the Barbers the lead with 1 out and a runner at third. Pitch from Repsum is in the dirt outside, ball 1. Pitch just gets a piece of it out in front. 1 ball and 1 strike. And ground ball, that's going to get through the gap past the shortstop. 3-2, Austin Wolf scores on an RBI single from J.D. Cannon, and it's 3-2 Barbers with their first lead of the game here in the bottom of the 4th. Betting number, wearing 28 today, number 18 normally, Cam Masters Doble. Barbers starting catcher, and 3 runs on 8 hits, 2 hits this inning for the, actually 3 hits this inning for the Barbers. Runner at first goes on a hit and run. Grounder to second, the only play will be at first, and a hit and run worked perfect that time. Otherwise, it would have been a double play to end the inning. On a grounder to second, the only play was at first, and it moves the runner into scoring position as Alex Ingalls, designated hitter, comes to the plate with 2 outs, but the Barbers, with 2 runs in the inning, have taken a 3-2 lead. Repsum's pitch with the runner in scoring possession. Throw to third. The throw's high, pulls fielder off the bag. Diego Richards has to leap to make the grab. Repsum. Pitch to Ingalls, that's going to get through the gap. Another run's going to score. J.D. Cannon and the Barbers offense has come alive here in the bottom of the 4th inning with 3 runs, still 2 outs, and a 4-2 lead with 9 hits in the game so far. Batting number 22, Ian Salbeda, had a base hit earlier in the game. First pitch to Salbeda is low. Trapped, though, by Probst, 1-0. Four to 2 Barbers. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Breaking ball started way up high, but able to drop as it crosses the plate for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch is driven to short, taking it to the bag himself for out number 3. But the Barbers get 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th on 4 hits. And after 4, it's the Barbers now 4 and the Hillsboro White Sox 2. Back with the top of the 5th inning when we return after this from Jim's Market.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Top of the 5th inning, leading off for Hillsboro. Top of the order, center fielder Phil Curry. First pitch from Luke Brooks is outside for ball 1. Four to 2 Barbers, top of the 5th inning. Gets enough of the plate that time for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to center fielder Phil Curry, leading off top of the 5th for Hillsboro. Pitch from Luke Brooks goes down and gets it and drives it to right. Diving grab, sliding, making the catch is the center fielder. That's Tristan Sieber for an ESPN Sports Center type highlight play, and saves a base hit, probably an extra base hit at that, for Phil Curry, and 1 out in the top of the 5th. Luke Brooks now facing Diego Richards, third baseman. The pitch from Brooks, taken high for ball 1. The 1-0 from Brooks, swung on and missed on a pitch low, but framed beautifully by Masters Doble, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. White Sox have somebody warming up in their bullpen. Can't see who it is from here, but grounder to I think the left side of the infield. Throw to first is in time to get Richards for out number 2, and that'll bring up the starting pitcher, Tyler Rebsam.
Your pitcher number 2, Tyler Repsum.
First pitch from Luke Brooks, down and in for ball 1. The 1-0 swung on and missed, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 from Brooks, taken for a high strike, 1-2. Smiles and shakes his head, facing up the third base side, turning away from the umpire to make sure he does not see his facial expression. 1-2. And pitches, I think, swung on, foul, tipped into the glove of Masters Doble, and he tags Rebsam for out number 3. And Barbers get a great defensive play from Tristan Sieber on a sliding, diving grab in center field for out number one and have some great defensive momentum they're going to take with them to the bottom of the fifth inning. We head to the bottom half. No runs, no hits, no errors for Hillsboro. Bottom of the fifth we go. We'll be back after this from Banks Post.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Your local lender, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, is here to walk you through every step in purchasing your new home. Christy and her team bring trusted knowledge and years of experience to make your home loan financing process an enjoyable one. If you're in the business or have questions about purchasing or refinancing your home, call Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, 503-327-5302, or visit uhm.com/kvanmeter. Union Home Mortgage, official sponsor of the PBR. Union Home Mortgage promises cap. Christy Van Meter is licensed in Oregon 1700271, Washington MLO-1700271, and Arizona 1039867. Union Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
And we're back bottom of the fifth inning. Barbers a 4-2 lead. 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth to take the lead, and hopefully they can keep that offensive momentum going here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tyler Repsom will continue, but the Red Sox do have somebody warming up in the bullpen. First pitch is low for ball 1 to Gunnar Gustafson, Barbers' second baseman. 1-0 pitch bounced in front of the plate, that time 2-0, and I would not be surprised if Repsom does not get out of the fifth inning. To Gustafson, swings and again out in front of it, but chops it high off the plate and it comes back towards us, just below the window here in the press box, just off the left side of home plate, but netting all the way around the backstop. 2-1 to Gunnar Gustafson. Pitch is swung on, driven to right, and adjusting, making the catch, drifting back is the right fielder, Dylan Ott, for out number 1.
Number 9, Kellen Hicks.
Batting for the first time today, number 9, Kellen Hicks. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Repsom, taken at the knees for strike 2. One out in the bottom of the fifth of the Barbers. The 0-2 pitch taken for strike 3. Dylan Hicks unable to get the bat off his shoulders and goes down looking at did swing on the first pitch actually, but goes down on 3 strikes, 3 pitches. And just the first out of the inning, number 6, Tristan Sieber batting. First pitch from Repsom down and in, ball 1. Sieber kind of adjusting his back a little bit, and I would not be surprised after that catch he made in the top half of the inning if his back was a little sore with that slide. Pitches well outside. Check with the first base umpire, says no swing. He only went about halfway. There is 2 outs, as I thought. Again, just scoreboard issues here at Ad Rutschman Stadium. A little slow to have changes made. Pitch is up and out of the strike zone to Sieber. Pitch is taken all the way for a strike. Three and one the count. Tristan Sieber, the hitter. Again with a incredible sliding grab in the top of the inning. Takes strike two on the outside edge. 2 outs, a 4-2 lead for the Barbers in the bottom of the fifth. And quick swing, able to get a piece of it into the right side of the backstop netting. Count remains full, 3-2. Three-two from Rebsam, swung on, grounded to short. Throw to first is just in time on a bang-bang play to get Tristan Sieber very close, but first base umpire right on top of it, and I think he got him by less than half a step, but that was the right call. After 5 full innings, still the Barbers 4 and the Hillsboro White Sox 2. We'll take a 1-minute break and return after this from LaHaye's Custom Embroidery.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Top of the 6th inning, leading off for Hillsboro, number 21 first baseman Afton Milton. First pitch misses for ball 1 inside, gets away from Masters Doble for a moment, but no harm, no foul. First hitter of the inning. Pitch is outside, 2-0. Swung on and missed, 2-1 on a fastball from Luke Brooks. 2 runs for Hillsboro, both coming in the 2nd and 3rd innings, but only 3 hits. The pitch is well outside and is going to bounce past Cam. 3-1 the count. And Luke Brooks loses Afton Milton for a leadoff walk, and that's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Number 22, shortstop Jake Jones.
Shortstop number 22, Jake Jones.
Top of the 6th inning, a leadoff walk to Afton Milton will bring Jake Jones to the plate, fouls off the pitch off to the left, 0-1. Pitch from Brooks is down and away, throw to first on, I think he would have had him, but Masters Doble had an awkward angle and had to hop it to the bag at first. 1-1 the count to Jake Jones. Brooks again, the sidestep delivery in there for strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes the count to Jake Jones. Not sure what. The runner didn't even try to come off the bag, and he threw to first. It, almost like he wanted to trade the balls out. Check swing. I don't think he went. 2-2, I believe, is the count. Check with the infield umpire, says no. 2-2 is the count. Jake Jones, the hitter. Afton Milton at first on a 5-pitch walk. Just chop foul off the plate. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jake Jones. Runner at first goes, and again the throw was high, and safe at second. Afton Milton in scoring position with nobody out. They noticed the runner well ahead of time. By the time he got halfway to second, and just kind of lobbed the ball to the bag and threw it high, and it pulled the baseman off the bag, and for the second time in this game, what should have been an easy pickoff move turns into a steal for Hillsborough. 2-2 the count to Afton Milton. Correction, 3-2. Afton Milton actually the runner at second. Jake Jones the hitter. Brooks looks at second, pitches swung on and nails the base of the wall in front of the Barbers dugout. Count still is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Four to 2 Barbers lead, top of the 6th with nobody out. Runner at second in scoring position. Brooks steps off, looks the runner back. Pitch from Brooks is swung on, lifted over the top. It's going to bounce across Grant Street and possibly hit a house or a car. Again, good battle between Luke Brooks and Jake Jones. Close to a 10-pitch at bat. Still looking at a full count pitch, and this one is fouled off just off the plate. It's going to roll all the way to the backstop. Count remains still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Andrew Braditich waiting on deck, the White Sox left fielder. They're going to trade out baseballs. Count is still full. Runner at second with Hillsborough trying to get back in the game in the top of the 6th. Trailing by 2 runs after having a 2-0 lead early. Brooks. Slow delivery, pitches, and grounder to second. Only play is to first. That'll be the first out of the inning, but it will move. Afton Milton over to third. And 1 out. And a runner at third for Andrew Braditich, left fielder.
Left fielder number 15, Andrew Braditich.
And I think that's going to be it for Luke Brooks as in comes Joe Duran. And Number 15, Griffin Scott, is leaving his position from the bullpen. He's being motioned in. That'll do it for Luke Brooks. Nice effort from him, though, only giving up 3 hits, 2 runs through 4 1/3 innings. New pitcher will be Griffin Scott when we come back. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from Scoggins Creek Coffee. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, anytime is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. And we're back. New pitcher for the Barbers, number 15, Griffin Scott, who started at first base. Alex Ingalls, I think, is now going to come in and play first and will burn his DH. First hitter to face Griffin Scott will be number 15, left fielder Andrew Braditich. Hillsborough with a runner at third, 1 out, and the Barbers a 4-2 lead. And again, we've lost the scoreboard.
We apologize once again for the scoreboard technical difficulties. We're working to get it back up. Thank you.
Scoreboard has gone completely out now. The only thing showing is the ball strikes and outs, and now the scoreboard comes back up. 2, and came back up for a second. Now it's down again. 4-2 Barbers in the top of the 6th with Hillsborough batting and 1 out. Now seems to be back functioning.
Your Barbers, or not Barbers, White Sox, number 15, Andrew Braditich.
Braditich will now step in to be the first batter facing Griffin Scott. Now we've lost the top half of the box score. 4-2 Barbers, Braditich hitting. And the box, and again we've lost the scoreboard, and again it's back. First pitch to Braditich with a runner at third, lifted high off the first base side. It's going to bounce off to the right behind a couple of couple of canopies. 1-1 the count to Braditich, and showing bunt, and steal on the play. The grounder on the bunt attempt to first is going to be for the second out. 4-3 Barbers with 2 outs. Now batting number 28, catcher Andrew Probst. Pitch to Andrew Probst. Hillsborough catcher is swung on and fouled straight back, 0-1. The 0-1 from Griffin Scott. It's going to bounce. The underhand toss to first is in time for out number 3, but Hillsborough does get a run back in the top of the 6th after a sacrifice bunt up the right field line. After 5.5, it's the Barbers 4 and Hillsborough 3. We'll take a 1-minute break and return after this from Specialty Screen Printing.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to press your parts in every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
There's a new premier fiber internet provider in Vernonia featuring friendly and helpful customer service. Sign up with Gorge Networks today for symmetrical speed fiber internet, 300 meg or 1 gig speeds with managed Wi-Fi included in the low monthly price. No contracts or price increases. Refer a friend and get a free month of service. Make the switch to Gorge Networks today. Call 541-436-0223. You can also email us at sales@gorge.net.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Barbers trying to increase their lead at least back to 2 runs. I believe this is a 9-inning contest. So it is just a 7-inning game. So as we get towards the later stages, Barbers would like to at least have one more run this inning to get it back to 2, have a little bit of breathing room. And first pitch is low and away from Tyler Rebsam, still going the distance for Hillsborough, and the pitcher that Hillsborough had warming up in the bullpen has now been pulled. Pitch is down for ball 2. Two and 0 takes the first pitch, or takes the first strike of the at bat. 2-1. The 2-1 to Eric Altmark is strike 2. Pitch is fouled off to the right side. 2-2 to Eric Altmark, Barber's shortstop, top of the order. Two is bounced away from Probst. Count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Eric Altmark. And pitches up high for ball 4, and Altmark will be safe at first after a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 6th. Batting number 15, new pitcher Griffin Scott. Four to 3 Barbers, 1 out, or nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner at first, Eric Altmark, after a leadoff walk. Griffin Scott, who came in last inning to pitch, will be hitting. Started at first base. Pitch is taken all the way for strike 1. So starter Luke Brooks will be credited with giving up 3 runs. The runner at third that Griffin Scott, when Griffin Scott came in, that was prior to when he entered the game, so that run will be credited to Luke Brooks.
Throw to first. Runner at first goes. Throw to second is not in time, and it's ooh. And Eric Altmark tripped as he tried to get up and take off towards third. Thought he may have been hurt for a second the way he tried to take off, but he's gonna stay put at second base. Throw to second on the pickoff move was well off the bag towards first. Got into shallow center field. We have a equipment timeout as catcher Andrew Probst is having an issue with making sure his wheels are aligned correctly. Has a untied left shoe. 1-1 the count to Griffin Scott, runner at second, scoring position after a leadoff walk to Eric Altmark and a steal. Repsom's pitch taken for strike, 1-1. Repsom steps off. Four to 3 Barbers, bottom of the sixth, 7-inning game. Winner will advance to take on Mid-Valley of Albany in the final. High chopper to short, throw to first is apparently not in time to get Griffin Scott. Runners at the corner, still nobody out, and that may be it for Tyler Rebsom. Scoreboard's off again. It says it's tied. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And Andy Ackerman has come out to discuss things with, actually it's not number 2 anymore, it's number 12, Zach Robinson, who, did he start the inning? So he's just now coming in, right? Okay. So there will be a pitching change. Number 12, not number 2, now coming into the game. Zach Robinson will take over for Tyler Rebsom, who gave up 4 runs on 10 hits through 5 innings. I don't think there's anybody out. Runners at the corners. Again, we've lost that portion of the scoreboard as far as balls, strikes, and outs. Hillsborough had the first 2 runs of the game with a run in the second and a run in the third. Tigard answered with a run in the bottom of the third and then exploded with 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth to take a 4-2 lead. Hillsborough got a run back on a after stealing home on a bunt attempt up the right field line that turned into a sacrifice to make the score 4-3. And Barbers batting with runners at the corners, and new pitcher Zach Robinson here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Batting number 2, J.D. Cannon. Hillsborough trying to keep this a one-run game with runners at the corners. Barbers have had a lot of opportunities to score. Bottom of the second inning, had the bases loaded twice and were unable to score. Hillsborough's had a couple of double plays this game. One of those kept the Barbers off the scoreboard in the second inning after a line drive to first. Cannon, the first hitter to face Robinson. Again, sidestep delivery showing bunt, brings the ball back, taken for a strike. Probst fakes the runners back to the bag, 0-1 the count. And another pitcher in the Hillsborough bullpen. Now Robinson's pitch is outside, bounced in front of the plate, but nice job by Probst to keep Altmark at third. Bottom of the sixth inning, nobody out, a 1-1 count to J.D. Cannon off new pitcher Zach Robinson. Pitches outside, 2-1. Barbers a 4-3 lead. First base is open, pitches outside, ball 3 to J.D. Cannon. Probably the quickest player on this Barbers team. Pitch is high for ball 4, and Robinson is going to walk the first batter. He faces J.D. Cannon, and now the bases are loaded for Cam Masters-Doble. First pitch is right there at the knees on the outer half, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled away from Probst. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 0-2 from Robinson, it gets away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 to Cam. The base is loaded. Nobody out. The pitch from Zach. It's swung on. Fair ball! Just inside the line at first. Altmark's going to score. Griffin Scott's going to score on a 2-run double from Cam Masters-Doble to make the score 6-3. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for the Barbers, number 24, Alex Ingalls.
Back now, bottom of the 6th inning. Still nobody out. The Barbers with 5 runs now and a 9-3 lead. With a 1-2 count to Kellen Hicks. Braditich, the pitcher, bounces one in front of the plate. Runners at second and third. 3-2 the count to Kellen Hicks. Pitch is up and away for ball 4, and another base runner for the Barbers. Count is coming up now, number 6, Tristan Sieber. Nine to 3 pitch bounces all the way to the backstop away from Probst, but Salbeda will not attempt to score on the pass ball. Nine runs on 13 hits for Tigard, 3 runs on 3 hits for Hillsborough. Tristan Sieber, the hitter. Pitch is just low for ball 1. Three 0 the count to Sieber. Bases are full. Pitch from Radatich up out of the strike zone, ball 4, and it's 10 to 3.
Now batting for the Barbers, number 5, Eric Altmark.
Batting shortstop Eric Altmark, top of the order for Tigard. 10 to 3. Pitch from Bradatich is down and in for ball 1. Bounced well in front of the plate. That didn't even make it to the batter's box. 2-0. 6 runs in the inning for the Barbers to break this game way open. Took what was a close 2-run game into a 7-run blowout late in the bottom of the 6th. That pitch makes it across the plate, but barely. 3-0, and not sure if... Yeah, Hillsborough does have another pitcher warming up. Bradatich again misses, 11 to 3.
Now batting for the Barbers, number 15, Griffin Scott.
Tigard 11, Hillsborough 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Hillsborough had a 2-0 lead entering the bottom of the 3rd inning. Batting Griffin Scott, new pitcher for the Barbers. Base is still loaded. Pitch from Bradatich, that time 1-1 pitch swung on, and that's driven to the gap and right. All the way to the wall. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score on a 2-run double from Griffin Scott, and it's 13 to 3. And there's your ball game in 6 innings. Final score. After Hillsborough had a 2-0 lead entering the bottom of the 3rd, the Barbers score 13 runs with 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 9 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning for a 13 to 3 6-inning
the victory in 10-run rule fashion. We'll take a short intermission and be back with our final broadcast of the evening, granted, as long as we still have Wi-Fi. As the Tigard Barbers of Hillsboro come back from a 2-0 deficit for a 13-3 win and will advance to take on the Mid-Valley Southpaws of Albany for the second time, at least the second time this season. Our final score, Tigard 13, Hillsboro 3 in 6 innings. We hope you've enjoyed listening to our broadcast, and we hope to have you back with us for game number 2. If not, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night and God bless. Otherwise, we'll talk to you in just a short while for game number 2. And the championship game of the Baseballism Hillsboro Wet Sox Invitational at Rutschman Field in Hillsboro, as the Tigard Barbers get ready to take on the Mid-Valley Southpaws. I'm Trevor Beard. We'll take a short break and be back in just a moment.
And we're back. Thanks for joining us for the final game of the Baseballism Invitational at Ad Rutschman Stadium in downtown Hillsboro. Leading off for the Mid-Valley Southpaws, a designated road team, number 14, Bryant Starr, starting shortstop for the Southpaws, who will be wearing red uniforms, white pants with red pinstripe down the side, black or dark blue numerals with white trim. Three and one the count to Bryant Starr. 3-2 the count. Pitch is fouled off, still 3-2. Defensively for the Barbers, number 10, Jackson Price, the starter. Owen Tilden behind the plate, number 14 at first base. Number 15, Griffin Scott at second base. Gunnar Gustafson, 3-2 pitch is chopped high to the left side. Shortstop picks it up, throw to first. On the stretch, able to make the catch cleanly is Griffin Scott. Playing at shortstop, number 5, Eric Altmark. And at third base, number 8, Logan Robinson. In the outfield for the Barbers, left fielder will be J.D. Cannon. In center field, number 6, Tristan Sieber. And in right field will be Ian Salbeda. Pitch is fouled off out of play by number 8, Drew Rice, first baseman for the Southpaws. Pitch is lifted to the second baseman, Gunnar Gustafson, for a quick 2 outs. Batting for Mid-Valley, number 3, second baseman, Cam Johnson. First pitch to Johnson is a called strike. Big right-hander delivers. Strike 2 called. 0-2 the count to Cam Johnson. Oh, okay. Cool.
He's comfortable up there.
Right. So no runs, no hits, no errors for Mid-Valley, and we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score. We'll be back after this 1-minute break from Jason Bond Remodeling. Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
the bottom of the first inning with a ground ball to first, 1 out for bottom of the first inning, no score.
First baseman number 15, Griffin Scott.
Now batting Griffin Scott, that's going to drop right in front of the right fielder, playing shallow, not much space between the second baseman, Cam Johnson, and the right fielder, Mason Linton, but able to drop one in between the two, and a base hit for Griffin Scott, the first hit of the game for the Barbers. Now batting left fielder number 2, J.D. Cannon. Throw to first, not in time. Pitch to Cannon, grounder back up the middle. Double play just in time to get J.D. Cannon at first. So despite a base hit, the Southpaws faced the minimum number of hitters in the bottom of the first inning, as again we've had scoreboard issues as we've lost the team names. After one full inning, no score. Barbers pick up a base hit, but nobody left, and after one, no score between the Tigard Barbers and the Mid-Valley Southpaws of the 2023 final of the Baseballism Invitational at Ad Rutschman Field in Hillsboro.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Top of the second inning, leading off for Mid-Valley, number 11 designated hitter Marcus Allen. First two pitches from Jackson Price have missed. His home field, Jackson Price playing his high school career at Hillsboro High School. Pitches swung on and missed by Marcus Allen, 2-1. Barbers still in their black uniforms, red Boston B and red numerals with white trim on the front and back, gray pants with red stripe, black hats with red Boston B over the center with the red bill. 2-2 the count to Cam Johnson.
Now batting for the Southpaws, the catcher, number 25, Matt Woodward.
Now batting number 25, catcher Matt Woodward. Takes the first pitch on the outer edge for a called strike. One and one now, 1 ball and 2 strikes after Jackson Price again locates the pitch over the outer half. The 1-2 is lifted foul, well out of play off the right side. It's going to get across Grant Street. Hard grounder to first. And Woodward will easily be out at first base.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Gunnar Gustafson. Number 4, Aiden Metzger. My fault, guys.
Which is taken for strike 1. 2. Number 4, Aiden Metzger, third baseman. Pitch from Jackson Price, a little bit up and out of the strike zone, 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes to Aiden Metzger, the hitter for the Southpaws. 1-1 pitch, strike 3 called, ring him up, and quickly we're through the first 1.5 innings, no hits either side, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Tigard Barbers and the Mid-Valley Southpaws. We'll be back in 1 minute after this from Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage.
Your local lender, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, is here to walk you through every step in purchasing your new home. Christy and her team bring trusted knowledge and years of experience to make your home loan financing process an enjoyable one. If you're in the business or have questions about purchasing or refinancing your home, call Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, 503-327-5302, or visit uhm.com/kvanmeter. Union Home Mortgage, official sponsor of the PBR. Union Home Mortgage promises cap. Christy Van Meter is licensed in Oregon 1700271, Washington MLO-1700271, and Arizona 1039867. Union Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahays.com, or call us at 503-648-2341.
Ian Salbeda with a 1-out double to right to give the Barbers their first runner in scoring position against starter Cam Cyrus for Mid-Valley of Albany. The pitch taken for strike 1 against Gunnar Gustafson. Strike 2 called, and quickly Gunnar Gustafson is behind in the count 0-2. The 0-2 count, grounded to short and well off the bag, and throw back to second on the 6-4 double play. Cut off the bag is Salbeda for the double play to end the inning. The Barbers get a base hit with a one-out double from Ian Salbeda, the right fielder, but end the inning without scoring. And after 2 innings, no runs, a hit, and nobody left for the Barbers. We head to the top of the third. Still no score.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
And we're back top of the third inning, leading off for Mid-Valley. Left fielder Zach Ferguson. Grounder to second on a couple of hops. Throw to first in time easily for out number 1. Much quicker game so far through the first 2.5 innings than our first game. One out now for Mason Linton, right fielder. Takes the first pitch a little bit high for ball 1. One 0 pitch taken for the first strike at the at-bat. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch swung on and just gets a piece of it fouled straight back. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch misses low for ball 1, or ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Jackson Price, swung on, high chopper to short. Throw to first is high, but that's why you have one of your taller players playing at that position, and Griffin Scott makes the catch for out number 2. Pitch is swung on and missed, blew it past Zach Lyon. 0-1 the count. Pitch misses, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch swung on, fouled off the plate, coming right back towards us, just a little bit below. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Apparently foul tipped into the glove of catcher number 14, Owen Tilden, for out number 3. So Jackson Price still working on a no-hitter through the first 2.5 innings. We head to the bottom of the third, still no score between the Mid-Valley Southpaws of Albany and the Tigard Barbers will be back with the bottom of the third inning after this from Scoggins Creek Coffee. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-98.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Barbers with a single back up the middle, number 8, Logan Robinson. That'll bring up catcher number 14, Owen Tilden. Throw back to first. Robinson quickly steps back on the bag, not that far off, only about a big step now. Takes a couple of slide steps towards second. Draws another throw. The pitch showing bunt is Tilden, ruled a strike, 0-1. Bottom of the third inning, championship game of the Hillsboro Wet Sox Baseballism Wet Sox Invitational at Ad Rutschman Stadium in downtown Hillsboro. Again, the throwback to first, and oh! A bit bigger lead, and check the runner back to first. 1-1 the count, Owen Tilden. Tilden showing bunt, brings it back, takes the pitch low and away. 2-1. Two-one pitch is bunted foul. 2-2 off to the right side towards the Barbers dugout. Nobody had a runner at first in a surprisingly a defensive game, much to the opposite of game number 1, a 13-3 win in our first broadcast. Cyrus fires, and the pitch grounded to the left side. Throw to second, to first for the double play. And that's the third double play of this game for Mid-Valley to keep the Barbers off the board. Still, each time the Barbers have got a hit, Mid-Valley's come up with a double play to end the threat. And now with 2 outs and the bases empty, Tristan Sieber, center fielder, comes to the plate, the number 8 hitter. Pitch is swung on, and that's delivered. Looked like it was going to go deeper than originally thought, but it's lined right to the left fielder, J.D. Cannon, for out number 3. And the Barbers again cannot seem to get past this Mid-Valley defense, who's had a double play every inning through the first 3. And we head to the top of the 4th inning. Still no score between the Mid-Valley Southpaws and the Tigard Barbers from Ad Rutschman Stadium in Hillsboro, the final of the Hillsboro Wet Sox Baseballism Invitational.
Do you or someone you know own a business? As a local business ourselves, we know how important daily operations are which is why we offer small dollar business loans for equipment, building upgrades, machinery, and more. The credit union even provides employee benefits for business members. Learn more at wanafcu.org or ask to speak with a commercial team member today. Again, to learn more, visit wanafcu.org. In Likeness of You offers caricatures, face painting, temporary tattoos, indoor and outdoor games, arcade games, and even costume hero birthday events. Since 2013, they've even held corporate events for some of the biggest companies in the world. For more information or to book your next party, go to inlikenessofyou.com, thebash.com, or call 503-858-0164. That's 503-858-0164.
And we're back, top of the fourth inning. Still no score. 3 hits, all by the Barbers, but each inning they've had a double play performed by Mid-Valley to keep them off the board. First pitch to number 14. Top of the order, Bryant Starr. Shortstop is a foul ball. Price, the big right-hander, strike 2 taken, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, again lifted foul out of play off one of the, I think off one of the net supports off the right side. Count remains 0-2 to Starr. The 0-2 from Jackson Price down and in, bounce to the plate to Tilden, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Jackson Price down and in. This one's lifted deep to right and able to make the catch despite slipping and falling for out number 1, left fielder J.D. Cannon. That will keep the no-hitter in place for Jackson Price. Actually, I think he's working on a perfect game. I don't think he's given up any walks either. First pitch is, well, as soon as I say that, ground ball just inside the line at third is going to be the first base hit of the game for Mid-Valley. And it will be a double to left for Drew Rice, the first baseman. Bringing up second baseman number 3, Cam Johnson. So 1 out for Mid-Valley on their first base hit of the game, a double just inside the line at third. A pitch is taken for strike 1 from Cam Johnson, 0-1 from Jackson Price. The 0-1 high chopper to second. That'll move the runner over to third. The throw to first in time for out number 2. Batting for Mid-Valley, number 11, designated hitter Marcus Allen. Showing bunt, brings the bat back, taken for strike 1. The 0-1 slaps it foul into the fence along the left field, along the right field line. 0-2. 2 outs, runner at third for the Southpaws. Scoreless game. Pitch is taken a little bit low for ball one. These two teams met at Rontonkin Field a couple of weeks ago, with the Barbers coming out on top 9-3 despite trailing 2-0 early. The 1-2 from Jackson Price swung on and missed on a high fastball. Probably out of the strike zone for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the fourth, still no score between the Mid-Valley Southpaws and the Tigard Barbers. We'll take a 1-minute break and return after this from Westside Mobile Media.
Westside Mobile Media is home to Westside's greatest hits. Great top 40 hits from the 70s to today with artists like the Bee Gees, Madonna, Billy Joel, Cyndi Lauper, Whitney Houston, Elton John, NSYNC, Jennifer Lopez, Imagine Dragons, Adele, and more. Local news, sports, and weather updates for Portland's Westside and live broadcasts of Banks High School athletics. Check us out at westsidesgreatesthits.com for advertising opportunities. Email westsidemobilemedia@gmail.com or call 971-330-8122.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Barbers, top of the order, number 5, shortstop Eric Altmark. No runs, 3 hits for Tigard. No runs, 1 hit for Mid-Valley of Albany. Eric Altmark takes a first pitch strike on the outer edge, 0-1. Pitch is a little bit outside, I think, 1-1. The 1-1 from Cyrus taken all the way, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is going to bounce in front of the plate and off the mask of Woodward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch from Cyrus. Slow breaking ball dropped a little too late. Count is full, 3-2. Cyrus swing, pitch. The swing is not in time from Eric Altmark, and it's out number 1 for the Barbers in the bottom of the fourth. Batting number 15, first baseman Griffin Scott. First pitch to Scott, high chopper to short, throw to first, in time for out number 2. Batting number 2, J.D. Cannon with the bases empty in the bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. Pitch is taken for a strike at the knees on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Pitch is swung on over the head of the second baseman for a 2-out single for J.D. Cannon, and quickly rounding first, thought about heading for second, but he's held up, and 2 outs. And Alex Ingalls with a chance to drive in a run. Throw to first. No runs, 1 hit for Mid-Valley, no runs, 4 hits for the Barbers. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Throw to first. Cyrus fires and rips one off the bag. Foul at third, 1-1. Pitch from Cyrus, runner at first goes. Throw from Woodward to second is going to hit off the front of the bag, I think, that will allow J.D. Cannon again to get into scoring position, but 2 outs for Tigard. Time called by J.D. Cannon, and we're ready to resume play. Ingalls with a 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner at second in scoring position. Pitch from Cyrus, breaking ball, just missed inside. Count is even at 2-2. Time called as Ingalls will step out for just a moment. Resets with a 2-2 count. Cyrus looks at second. Pitch is swung on, gets a piece of it, fouls it straight back. Shadows starting to creep their way in on the third base line. Pitch is swung on, grounded to the left side. The throw to first is in the dirt, but able to dig it out is the first baseman, Drew Rice. Barbers get a hit, but again, leave a runner stranded in scoring position. After 4 innings, still no score between the Tigard Barbers and the Mid-Valley Southpaws. We'll return after this from Jason Bond Remodeling.
Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back top of the 5th inning. No score still between the Mid-Valley Southpaws of Albany and the Tigard Barbers. First pitch to number 25 for the Southpaws, Matt Woodward. The Mid-Valley catcher is fouled straight back, 0-1. Jackson Price still working on a 1-hit shutout through the first 4 innings. Now make it 4 1/3 as Woodward grounds to short for out number 1.
Now batting for the Southpaws, third baseman number 4, Aiden Metzger.
Number 4, Aiden Metzger comes to the plate, third baseman for Mid-Valley with 1 out. First pitch just misses a little bit low, 1-0. Big right-hander, high chopper to third. Takes it on a funny hop, and the throw across from Logan Robinson is in time for out number 2.
Batting number 21, left fielder Zach Ferguson, 2 outs quickly in the top of the 5th inning. Big fastball, blew it past Ferguson, 0-1. And that actually hit him barely. I could hear it from up here, and Ferguson will head to first with 2 outs. Only 5 hits total between these two teams to this point, with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning, and this game has gone so quickly. Started at a little bit past 6:30, close to 7 o'clock. We may not even need to turn the lights on. The pitch taken for strike 1. Mason Linton, the right fielder, the hitter for the Southpaws, throw to first. Back easily is Ferguson. Pitch is lifted foul, well over the head of, well over the top of the backstop. It's going to get way across the road, and probably land in one of the backyards of the houses across the street. The pitch from Jackson Price, taken a little bit high for the first miss of the at-bat, 1-2 to Mason Linton. The 1-2 misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch misses up and in, ball 3, and after being ahead in the count, 0-2, Jackson Price has missed 3 straight times, and now Linton with a full count after Jackson Price hit Zach Ferguson. Throw to first. Price holds his glove in front of his face. And brings it down in front of him. Runner at first goes, swung on and missed. And that will do it for the top of the 5th inning. Mid-Valley gets a runner aboard after Ferguson was hit by a pitch with 2 outs, but Linton goes down swinging for the 3rd out after 4.5. Still no score between the Tigard Barbers and the Mid-Valley Southpaws at the final of the Baseballism Hillsborough Wet Sox Invitational at Rutschman Stadium in downtown Hillsborough. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back after this from Banks Post. Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748. Top of the 5th inning, leading off for the Barbers, number 22, Ian Salbeda, the starting right fielder. 2-0 the count. Pitch is swung on and lifted to the left side. And drifting over in foul territory. Can't, apparently making the catch. Can't see who it was as we were screened out by the overhang of the home dugout. 1 out for Gunnar Gustafson, Barber's second baseman.
Pitch is swung on, lifted to the right side, and trying to shield the sun while also moving under it to make the catch. Right fielder Mason Linton for out number 2.
Now batting for the Barbers, third baseman number 8.
2 strikes, 2 pitches, 2 outs for Cam Cyrus, who's mastered the Barbers so far to this point with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning, allowing just 4 hits and no runs. First pitch taken for a strike by Tristan Sieber, Barbers center fielder, as the number 9 hitter steps up. The 0-1 swung on and lifted to left, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. And Sieber's rounding first, and throw comes back in quickly. He'll hold up at second with a 2-out double. 5 hits for the Barbers, but last couple of innings they've gotten base runners aboard. It's come late with 2 outs in the
Number 28.
inning.
Cam Masters double.
Now batting for the first time in the second game, number 28 Cam Masters Doble. So Cam Masters Doble will come in to take over at catcher defensively next inning for Owen Tilden. And we're going to get a designated runner at second as it's going to be Austin Wolf.
Entering the ballgame is baseman number 21, Austin Wolf.
Runner at second, Austin Wolf, designated runner. Pitch is a strike at the knees to Cam, 0-1. Pitch from Cyrus is lifted straight back, 0-2. Base hit should score the run at second in a great pitcher's duel in the bottom of the 5th with a total of 6 hits. Pitch gets away. Throw to third is not in time to get Austin Wolf, and now runner at third and 2 outs. 1-2 the count to Cam Masters Doble. Base runners at a premium for both teams. Again, the pitch from Cyrus misses outside, 2-2. May have been a pitch out to keep Austin Wolf close at third. The 2-2 from Cyrus again misses down and away. Count is full. Cam Masters Doble. Barbers catcher entering the game with a blast to right. And that's going to get all the way to the wall. It's going to hit the center of the wall. And Austin Wolf just scored the first run of the game on a deep single off the wall to right to make the score 1-0. So perfect play that time to enter Cam Masters Doble with base hits at a premium. One of the best power hitters for the Barbers. Lifts a blast to the wall in right field to make the score 1-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch taken all the way by Sieber. Ball 1. Throw back to first. The 1-0, Sieber bunts up the third base side. A bare hand attempt from Cyrus, can't pick it up. Coming in, Aiden Metzger from third, bare hands it, can't make the throw. And so is that the second run of the inning? Did a run score? Oh, okay. So 1-0, runners at first and second, and Cyrus is going to get a visit to the mound despite Such a great defensive game played by both teams. I think Mid-Valley's head coach realizing runs are going to be as hard as it's been for either team to get base hits. The Barbers may be breaking through here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 runners aboard and 2 hits in the inning. Now 7 hits and a run scoring here in the bottom of the fifth. They want to keep this a 1-run game and keep their chances alive for a possible upset. Cyrus is going to stay in for now. Throw back to second. Grounded to the pitcher. Throw to first is the only play on the sacrifice bunt, or on the sacrifice bunt attempt, but Altmark is going to be thrown out at first for the final out of the inning. But the Barbers do pick up the first run of the game on 2 hits, and a lengthy bottom of the 5th inning finally gives the Barbers the lead. And we head to the top of the 6th inning. Tigard 1, Mid-Valley nothing. Back after this from LaHaye's Custom Embroidery.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com. Or call us at 503-648-2341.
Your local lender, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, is here to walk you through every step in purchasing your new home. Christy and her team bring trusted knowledge and years of experience to make your home loan financing process an enjoyable one. If you're in the business or have questions about purchasing or refinancing your home, call Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, 503-327-5302, or visit uhm.com/kvanmeter. Union Home Mortgage, official sponsor of the PBR. Union Home Mortgage promises cap. Christy Van Meter is licensed in Oregon 1700271, Washington MLO-1700271, and Arizona 1039867. Union Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Mid-Valley, number 5 is center fielder Zach Lyon. You got one from Jackson Price, swung on and missed on a pitch that dropped well below the ankles as it crossed the plate. 0-2. Pitch is swung on, and that's going to be lifted over second base for just the second hit of the game for Mid-Valley, and that will put the tying run aboard with nobody out here in the top of the 6th, and Bryant Starr, southpaw shortstop, at the plate. First pitch to Starr, misses outside for ball 1. Jackson Price only allowing 2 hits so far. Leadoff single from Zach Lyon to start the 6th inning. Price starts slow, then works quickly. Throw to second is... Throw was high, and by the time he brought the glove down, Lyon was already at... Lyon was already at second. Now nobody out for Mid-Valley, and they're Fans start to make some noise as they have a runner in scoring position and nobody out and a chance to tie. Price looks at second. Starr shows bunt. Time called. Some chatter coming from below us in the Mid-Valley dugout. The pitch from Jackson Price is bunted foul off the left side out of the home plate circle, 2-1. Price the 2-1, and Starr reaches for one and misses for strike two. Now he's got to swing the bat with a 2-strike count. The 2-2 from Jackson Price. Fires, and it's ripped past the third baseman's head. And rounding third, scoring is Lyon, and the play at the plate is not going to be in time. And reaching second on the throw is Bryant Starr, and on the third hit of the game, the Southpaws have tied the game at 1 in the top of the 6th. Still nobody out and a runner in scoring position. The go-ahead run, and time has been called as Joe Duran is going to go out and meet with Jackson Price, who has pitched marvelous to this point, but maybe running out of gas here in the top of the 6th inning of a 7-inning contest in what is now a tie game at 1. 1 run, 3 hits for the one run, 3 hits for the Southpaws, 1 run, 7 hits for the Barbers. And home plate umpire giving a warning to the Mid-Valley bench about something. Tied at 1 in the bottom or in the top of the 6th inning. Still nobody out for Mid-Valley. Jackson Price will stay in for the time being. Nobody warming up in the Barbers bullpen. Showing bunt is Drew Rice, the first baseman. And up the third base side. Throw to first is in time to get the first out, but that will move the go-ahead run over to third. Bryant Starr, the Southpaw shortstop. Now coming in to warm up for the Barbers, number 7, Hunter Robinson. Batting number 3, Cam Johnson, second baseman for Mid-Valley. The pitch from Price. Swings at a bad pitch, looked like he was getting ready to tee off. 0-1 on a pitch well below the knees, down in the dirt, 0-1. Yeah, one from Jackson Price, swung on, fouled straight back over the top. 0-2, and a big pitch here coming from Jackson Price. Strike 3 would give the Barbers the second out with a runner at third. The go-ahead run at third. It's strike 3 called to Cam Johnson for out number 2, and the Barbers now just need any out they can get, and they'll keep it a 1-1 tie. Batting number 11, designated hitter Marcus Allen. One run for the Barbers in the 5th, 1 run in the 6th for Mid-Valley, that's been it. The pitch from Jackson Price, swung on, grounded to third, the throw to first, in time for out number 3, and that will keep us tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Southpaws get a run on 1 hit, and after 5.5, it's tied at 1 between the Tigard Barbers and the Mid-Valley Southpaws on the Baseball Invitational Final at Ad Rutschman Stadium in downtown Hillsboro.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, anytime is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Barbers looking to break a 1-1 tie. Leading off, Griffin Scott. Pitch is driven right to the shortstop. Makes a pretty decent grab that takes him to the ground. 1 out for the Barbers on the first pitch of the bottom of the 6th. Batting number 2, Griffin Scott. J.D. Cannon. Griffin Scott just lined out to short. Tied at 1, bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch to J.D. Cannon, misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is lifted high into the net just to our right, 0-2. The 0-2 swung on and just above us that time, trying some movement from the backstop netting. The 0-2 pitch swung on, and that's going to get down for a base hit to left. And rounding first, the throw gets back in, and safe at second is J.D. Cannon with a 1-out double in the bottom of the 6th in a 1-1 tie. The go-ahead run is in scoring position with 1 out for Alex Ingalls, the designated hitter. And Ingalls lifts one to left in about the same spot, but racing over, making the grab, the throwback to second, not quite in time for what would have been the 4th double play of the game for Mid-Valley. But 2 outs now for the Barbers and Ian Salbado with a runner at second. Salbada. Taking ball, hits him, and now runners are first and second, 2 outs. For Gunnar Gustafson, the Barbers' second baseman. Cyrus looks at second. Pitch is
Line to right. That's going to score the go-ahead run. J.D. Cannon's rounding third. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Cut off by the first baseman. And cut off by Drew Rice, the first baseman. J.D. Cannon's going to score. It's 2-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Batting Austin Wolf. Runner at first and third. Salbeda at third. Gustafson at first with the go-ahead RBI single. Austin Wolf at the plate with 2 outs. Runner at first goes. The throw from Woodward is not going to be in time as he hops it to the bag. Two to 1 Barbers. Austin Wolf the hitter. Pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. 2 strikes the count. Two outs. Pitch is waved at and lifted to center, making the catch. Going back forward is Bryant Starr, the shortstop, for out number 3, but the Barbers get the go-ahead run on a single from Gunnar Gustafson to give the Barbers the 2-1 lead heading into the final inning. Southpaws need at least a run to send it to extras. After 6, it's the Tigard Barbers 2 and the Mid-Valley Southpaws of Albany 1. We'll take a 1-minute break and return after this from Specialty Screen Printing.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
There's a new premier fiber internet provider in Vernonia featuring friendly and helpful customer service. Sign up with Gorge Networks today for symmetrical speed fiber internet, 300 meg or 1 gig speeds with managed Wi-Fi included in the low monthly price. No contracts or price increases. Refer a friend and get a free month of service. Make the switch to Gorge Networks today. Call 541-436-0223. You can also email us at sales@gorge.net.
Top of the 7th inning, Mid-Valley down to their final 3 outs, leading off for the Southpaws. Catcher Matt Woodward grounds one off the plate right in front, ruled a foul ball, 0-1. 2 runs, 9 hits for the Barbers, 1 run, 3 hits for Mid-Valley. Bottom dropped out of that pitch, swung on and missed, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, check swing, bounce to the plate, and ruled a strike. Throw to first in time for out number 1 on a wild third strike. 1 out for Mid-Valley in the top of the 7th. Batting number 4, Aiden Metzger, third baseman. From Jackson Price, misses way outside, nearly took Owen Tilden with it. Ball 1. The 1-0 from Jackson Price, down and in, ball 2.
The 2-0 from Jackson Price, swung on. Couple of bounces to second, the quick toss to first. In time for out number 2, Mid-Valley down to their final out.
Now batting for the Southpaws, left fielder number 21, Zach Ferguson.
The fielder Zach Ferguson, the final opportunity for the Southpaws in a 2-1 game. Jackson Price pitches outside, ball 1. And swings at a wild pitch that gets all the way to the backstop. 1-1. And pitch misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch, swung on, grounded to short. Backhanded, the throw to first is in time. And the Barbers win it by a score of 2-1 over the Mid-Valley Southpaws of Albany for Tigard. 1 run in the 5th, the 1 run in the 6th. For the Southpaws, 1 run in the top of the 6th. And 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. 1 run, 3 hits for Mid-Valley. Your final score. Your champions of the 2023 Baseballism Invitational at Rutschman Stadium in Hillsboro are the Tigard Barbers. Thanks for joining us tonight for our 2 broadcasts from the Baseballism Invitational. We hope to have you join us next week for more Great American League action as we'll continue with more Tigard Post 158 Barbers. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Trevor Beard. Good night and God bless.